I hated mayonnaise when I was a virgin. No lie.
We got Professa Gabel on the show tonight.
Shout out to Professa Gabel, bro.
Hey, shout out.
Thank you for having me.
Real.
How you doing tonight?
Oh, I'm doing excellent.
Chill.
Absolutely.
Nice. It's good to hear. Was it how'd you find the place? Was it hard to find and everything?
Not at all. I hopped right in a lift and he had the tools
there
to
you
get
go.
me here.
There you
Perfect.
go.
Shout out to
It was a
Liv.
nice one too. It was like a
Well, what was you riding?
I forgot, but it was like leather seats with the armrest, and the dude had like a white collared shirt.
Oh,
he
he
was
was
pimping.
serious.
Yeah. I didn't even
He was
request the fancy one either. It just popped
Right.
up.
It was
Well,
just the
maybe
perfect day for it.
he's trying to work his way up to the big leagues. You know?
He knew what he
Yeah, he's trying to work his way to Uber or some shit.
Did you leave him a good tip?
You know?
Yes, I did.
Nice.
I
There you go.
always do.
I ain't gonna lie.
As a
I don't
holiday
take-
present.
But I do give reviews though.
Yeah.
I do solid reviews.
I
There
just
was-
did 5 stars.
There was a guy who like almost ran a stop sign with me the other day because I just got the little.
How many bad reviews have people?
But I don't leave a bad review because I'll be driving like that personally. So it's like, am I really gonna be a hypocrite on doing that or?
Bad reviews ain't really worth it to me.
Yeah.
Like, 'cause
Unless
it affects them like way more than it affects you. Unless you really got hurt in the car. That's
Right.
different. But
For sure.
If it was just like he was annoying, I'm not gonna say
Yeah.
nothing.
He was playing some whack ass music.
Yeah, right.
Right.
Yeah, I don't really care.
Right.
Anyway, well, I mean, I'm pretty. You're from the city, right?
Born and raised. Yeah.
Born and raised. What part of the city did you grow up in?
Noe Valley.
Noe
I grew up
Valley?
in Noe Valley. Yeah.
Okay. So what school did you go to?
For like what time period?
Like
I mean,
for
I went
grammar
to-
school, and then
I went-
up until high school.
I went to KMS. I went to Synergy. I went to James Lick.
James
I went
Lick,
to
okay.
Soda.
Damn, you sound like gang shit. Like I went to GMS and then we went over here. We hit a lick over here. You know what I mean? And then
No, the school's
Damn.
called James Lick.
James Lick.
damn, he sound like a gangster.
Nah,
For
not,
sure.
Not at all.
Not at all though, huh?
No. And then I went to Soda. Yeah,
Okay.
For high school.
Dope.
Mhm.
School of the Arts.
Correct.
That's what's up.
Twin Peaks. Were you at Twin Peaks every day?
Every single day. Yeah. It was lit though. I like that place. Mhm.
Dope. So what was your upbringing like growing up in the city?
My upbringing was smooth. I was smooth. You know, I was the only child, so I kind
Shout
of.
out. I'm only child
You're
too.
only child too?
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
You already know then. So I kind of, left the house early. I mean, not like, you know what I mean? Like, I would just go out and about at a young age. You know what I mean?
You're
And,
exploring.
like,
Yeah.
I mean, Dolores Park and places like that, and just meeting a lot of folks around the city and kind of just doing the same thing I'm doing now, but like now that I'm older, I'm like really I'm bringing things to fruition instead of just like hanging out with people and shit
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
It's solid though. You got to establish like good relationships. You know what I'm saying?
hell
Like,
yeah,
you know?
that's the most important thing to me.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So were you like always taking buses like Muni and everything to school since you were like in the elementary?
Of course,
Or-
48 every day. You know what I mean? Because even before I went to Soda, I would take the 48 down to the Mission, and I live right by James Lake, so I walked there. But I would be just going down to like Potrero Skate Park and shit like that, and hopping the 14s, and
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Shout out Patrol Skate Park, man.
Hell yeah,
Some
shout
mania
out to
shit that goes
Shout
down.
out to hopping the 14 because
For real.
that didn't like kept me like
14.
alive and it's like when I moved to the city,
Oh yeah.
man, yeah. I was like in like outer Mission like Associate, so like
Oh okay, yeah.
man, I bounced on that 14, that 8, that man, like
Yeah.
because
14,
Oakland, I grew up in
54.
Oakland, so like
Right.
like
29.
me and Max, we're East Bay, we can't like just hop on it, we had to pay.
Right.
Like,
Right.
they-
yeah.
and
Yeah,
then,
they're
like,
fucking on you.
Yeah.
They on you, man. They on you.
Yeah. They got a little more strict out here now, but then I think they kind of cooled out again.
Because
I don't
how
know.
they gonna get everybody on the road? So you gonna
Yeah.
get everybody, you know?
I ain't gonna lie, I got cited on the bus one time,
Me too.
like just for humping. I was barely 18 too,
Yeah.
but the dude was super serious about it. Just like
Yeah.
It's
going in.
crazy. Like normally people don't give a fuck, and you have that one guy that's like tripping.
The one
Yeah.
guy, the one day, it's like, fuck, I really didn't pay for my shit today, and then he has to check me on it. Like, what?
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
day she like actually didn't got it, like don't got it, you know?
Yeah.
Rent or some, you know?
Right. And then you gotta pay $150.
Whatever. Yeah, exactly. He's like, and I was giving him a hard time. I was like, I'm not gonna give you my fucking name. Like, dude, it's just it's $1.50. And I still looked like I was
It was about
14,
50 back
you
then.
know.
What is
So
it
I
now?
was,
Like two,
I was still
50?
paying. I was still paying like what 75 cents for a child, you know, because I looked like I was 13 or 14 or whatever.
So that's why you got cited?
No, I got cited because I didn't have a transfer or anything on me. But then, but I was always paying as a kid because it's like fuck that, you know, I still look the age, so why not?
Right.
That's it.
But
I want to create like a citywide or like statewide, just like everyone hop the fucking BART.
The Board Hop Day?
Yeah.
Spare the air day.
Yeah.
Are they like trying to like change the tickets into just Clipper tickets now? Like,
I think so, yeah.
Change it ultimately.
Yeah,
Fuck,
a lot
that's gonna
of
fuck a lot of people up.
It makes sense.
Ain't gonna fuck me up. I'm still high step that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. For sure.
That's crazy. But like, how else was it like growing up in the city? Like, how did that shape you, like personality wise, into the character you are, and just how you saw the world, I guess?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, good question. Well, I kind of grew up in like a bunch of like being a part of a bunch of different communities. You know what I mean? And
Melting pot.
A melting pot. San Francisco really is a melting pot. If you're just like a kid growing up. Everybody from everywhere is in every school. By the time I got there, because back in the day, by the time I was in high school, I mean, because back in the day they used to put you in your neighborhood high school, but by the time I was there, they just throw everybody in different ones. But how did it shape me? I think that it made me very understanding of kind of what goes on in the universe after a certain point in time, and it kind of humbled me to, you know, be kind of patient with myself and with everything else, and that's kind of where I feel like I get most success, is just like coming upon things rather than seeking them. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So I think that's kind of what San Francisco made me be like.
Nice. Patience.
For sure.
Right,
patience and just like, you know, fucking with people and seeing past like people's exterior. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Yeah, cause that stopped a lot of people, bro. Like, I mean, even like any industry, you know what I'm saying, or music too, like, or anything, like, you know, like if you do have that approach, and then like that could be the fucking dopest person that you was like your creator put you in line to meet. You feel me?
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
And then they might, like, you know what I'm saying, shit, just not be, you know, like presently the way, you know, you imagine. But like you said, Bay Area, growing up here, it's like, you know, we're exposed at like super young age, like all these different cultures, and you know, so that's solid.
It is a fucking melting pot.
It's a melting pot, bro.
It's crazy.
I have such a like love-hate relationship with San Francisco, just of like how it's kind of like changed and whatnot.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, you have like a similar thing.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say it's more of like a love and pain relationship because I really love San Francisco, and it's a painful place to grow up in at this point. You know what I mean? I mean, me personally, like, I'm not a person that's like directly affected by the changes in San Francisco, so I know that, but I also like immerse myself in, like, you know what I mean, like the whole city. So what happens to, you know, my folks is something I, you know, take notice to and take to heart. You know, really, like, it's a horrible thing that's been happening to San Francisco and you know, every major city it's happening right now. You know what I mean? But I think it's also just like, you know, the experience that we're having, you know what I mean? And so we're dealing with it, and I mean, I don't know, it's hard to like speak on in one way because there's so many different things happening to the people of San Francisco. Like, you know, people are being pushed out, people are being displaced, they're being fired, and like by mass by all these companies, and everything is just being built out of nowhere, and you know, you can't see the sky. It's fucking
I heard that they're about to even build a building bigger than the Salesforce. It's going to be a residential building. The plans have just gone into the works and everything. It's going to be like in the same area, but it's going to be bigger than the fucking Salesforce. So eventually it's going to be another concrete jungle. I mean, but that's kind of sketchy and scary to hear because, you know, we're on a fault line. Earthquake city, basically. You know, imagine something happened like that, regardless of all the retrofitting they do with the buildings nowadays. Like, it's still super scary.
And
to be
with the
around.
skyline, like you used to be able to see more of the sky. Like I feel like it was more beautiful.
Yeah.
Like 15, 20 years ago.
Yeah, even 10.
Yeah.
It's cool, man, being in Oakland and then looking over at the city a lot. You know what I'm saying?
It's pretty nice view. Go up to Grizzly Peaks.
Yeah.
See it. We see.
Yeah.
No doubt.
You bought CDs today, man. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Thank
brought
you,
y'all
bro.
some little gifts. you know,
Appreciate
Gamers,
This is my
man.
first album, Ouch.
Yes, sir.
It's pretty long.
Coffee
so,
and cigarettes, bro. That is hitting home right now.
Yeah, right.
For
That's
sure.
It's relatable topics, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Tell me about how coffee and cigarettes came about. I'm curious.
well, let's see. I like coffee and cigarettes.
Yes.
I don't smoke cigarettes anymore, but I have in my life, and I smoke tobacco.
How did you get over that?
Well, I still smoke tobacco in my weed.
So it splits.
Spliffs, yeah.
Got you, yeah.
Well, mobile.
I used to do mobiles, like, but I don't.
I used to fuck with that heavy. Like I had to
Yeah.
Well,
like that shit fuck with me. Man.
No, yeah, my friends did that for like years, and they
Wait,
were
what's a
like,
mobile?
you
I'm
could
sorry,
see
I-
it in their face. A mobile, you know, like when you snap a bong with
Yeah.
with tobacco.
And weed.
And weed.
Yeah,
that shit
Okay.
just like puts you out, man. It's fucked
Mhm.
Oh
Yeah.
fuck.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend it. But
Yeah.
up. Yeah.
I had to close it. So I'm saying if I sit over there, I'm too short that you can't see my face because a lot of times like
Hey, his legs be swinging and shit.
yeah,
You feel me?
yeah.
Yeah, nah, I'm all good. I just don't want to slouch on the ouch. That's
I got
all.
my booster seat. It's good.
You feel me?
All right, let's get this.
Yeah, let's
Let's do
do it.
this shit. What's up, G?
What's up, man?
Hey.
All right,
Subscribe.
subscribe to the channel.
Yeah.